Hello, everybody from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I'm on a cruise in the ship as we speak inside my cabin. It'll be interesting to hear the acoustics once I've recorded this. But the episode that I'm going to be uploading once the internet cooperates, because right now it's not, of course, by the time you hear this, all of this will have worked itself out. Is going to be one from a few years back. As you may know, all of these recordings that I have hundreds of that I'm uploading whenever I can were recorded over a period of time, some even as far back as 2017. But I think that they are evergreen, in my humble opinion. There's something to be gained from each and every one of them, if nothing else, entertainment. So, we're going to be doing that episode, but I wanted to do a quick intro from where I am just to say hi. And I'm excited. We're going on an excursion today. It's my very first cruise, and it's also my first, obviously, excursion off a few. But today is the first day off the ship after 3 days. I have cabin fever. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to say that. I don't have cabin anything. I'm fine. I don't have any fever either. Okay. That's basically it. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to have smooth internet at some point. My internet's fine when I use the internet here within the ship, but for some reason, it's not letting me go onto YouTube to post on there. My YouTube channel is Babala Broke, and it's also not, I'm learning now, letting me go onto the podcast uploading website either. So maybe it's by design, who knows. And hopefully the Walmart, apparently there's a Walmart in walking distance to the port here in Puerto Vallarta. So hopefully I'm going to hopefully they have Wi-Fi, because I know Walmarts, they run the same way all across the board. Actually, they should, because I've been to a Walmart in Mexico. Why is my brain farting now? Tijuana. I've been to a Walmart there, and I believe they had Wi-Fi. So we shall see. If they do, and I have time after my excursion, I'm thinking of like going for a walk around the port itself, and maybe I'll hang out at the Walmart. It comes highly recommended, by the way. A lot of people are like, whatever you do, make sure you go to Walmart in Puerto Vallarta, because apparently they sell, different stuff and whatever. And whenever I can get a chance to go to not just a Walmart, but to a store that I'm familiar with in America, in another country, I always check it out and see what's going on. And I know Hawaii is not in another country, but it was interesting in the Walmart there. They had like a couple things that were different. It was a fun spot to be in, completely overloaded. It was packed to the gills. And like I said, the one in Tijuana, they had a few things there too, especially the daily department not daily, I know I have an accent, DELI. It's always an interesting spot to check out, because you have locals making local foods and selling them at Walmart prices. So it's always cute to go there and grab a couple things and try them out. If nothing else, whether you enjoy them or not, it'll be like $1 or so. So it's not like a waste. Looking forward. I'm gonna get ready now and freshen up. I'm still trying to adjust to, there's a ship time and there's local time, because Puerto Vallarta, I believe, is an hour ahead of California, which is where I'm from. And I keep double checking, like, because when I travel, what I do is even before my trips, maybe I won't use this as an introduction, so I feel like it's running way too low for intro. Maybe not, we'll see. When I travel, what I do is I set all the clocks. I go to the world clock thing on my iPhone, and I put all the time zones of the places that I'm going to be going to. For example, when I was going to Europe, it's going to be 5 countries. Some of them were on the same clock time zone, and some were not. But all of them were not in the same time zone as where I'm from. I don't know about Lisbon. I can't remember. But anyway, no, it's not. I don't know why I even said that. So I had all those countries. It helps. And then what you can do is you can just delete it once you leave that country and you're done with it. I did the same thing in Central America, like Guatemala, whatever. But I think all those places were on the same time zone. But it was nice to just have them there just for my anxiety part of my brain to be like, yes, this is the right time and whatever. And of course, the iPhone automatically, if your phone is set up to automatically adjust to local time when you have internet, but God forbid, you haven't connected to the internet or whatever, and you're looking at the time, meanwhile you're at the wrong time, you know what I mean? And you need to take flights and check into places and whatever. So for me, it's just like comforting to be able to double check stuff like that. So right now it's 8 in the morning, October 29, 2025. What day is it? Wednesday. And it's 9:02 in Puerto Vallarta, it's 8:02 in Los Angeles, and 8:02 in Mazatlan, which is going to be one of my stops. And I believe it's also 8:02, or is it 9:02 in Cabo? I think one of the time zones is the same as Cabo, but I wasn't able to put that on here. So I've got Los Angeles, Puerto Vallarta, and Mazatlan as my world clocks currently, if that makes sense. Highly recommend doing that. 8 o'clock means, yeah. Let me go and get ready. Talk to you later. Cheers. Enjoy. Give us a nice rating, please. Just set up my podcast studio, as we all know. Oh my gosh. I need to put away these clothes that have taken over my recliner. As we all know, that's what recliners and massage chairs are for, right? They work as laundry baskets or closets, overflow. Hi, everybody. My name is Babala Brooke. I'd like to talk today quickly, if I may, about the abundance, or should I say opulence, and speaking of overflow of content. It is almost overwhelming. Oh my gosh, I'm right next to a wall clock. I hope you cannot hear it because I can, and it's already driving me tick-tock. Speaking of content. Like right now, I just took a break from working. I may have finished for the day or not. I haven't decided yet. The time right now is 14:35, which is 2:35 in the afternoon on October 11, 2022. I'm at home / in the office / in the podcast studio in the deserts of Southern California. And I was doing listings for my online store, The Lovely Brooke. Do check it out. Let me know you found me from the podcast. I'll give you a discount. So I was like, I just had lunch. Well, maybe I had lunch an hour or two ago. Wow, was that long ago? And after I eat lunch, I have this tendency of almost going into a coma. So I just slow down. If I want to continue working, I'm going to work tired. Or sometimes it's best, instead of doing one listings over a long period of time, it's better to take all of that time and take a break. And when I'm well rested, do that listings in a few minutes. And I think that theory also applies to life in general, metaphor, whatever. So I'm like, okay, let's take a break. Maybe we'll watch some trash TV. There's nothing better than trash reality TV at the end of the day or in the middle of the day or whenever, just when you don't want to use your brain cells anymore. That's if you do. Like in my case, half the time I don't even really. So I come to my bedroom. It's nice and cool in here. It's still hot. I know in some provinces or states, it started cooling down already now in October. not in this. It's cooler now because we're not in the 3 digits 24/7. Anyway, neither here nor there. I come into my bedroom, I turn on the computer, and it must have been 30 minutes since this computer's been turning on. So I shut it down and I'm just like, okay, while this computer is turning on, I'm going to time it because I like to time things for whatever reason, because it's taken 3 hours to turn on. I'm not even joking. So I'm like, let me, in the meantime, start watching. Should I start watching what I'm going to watch? They have Bachelor in Paradise, which I love that show. I no longer watch The Bachelor or Bachelorette, but I will watch Bachelor in Paradise. I don't care if I don't know the people. Like in this season, I have no idea who any of these freaking people are. I think we're on season 8. So whenever you do listen to this episode, that's whatever. It's not like I'm going to review that show anyway. I was just mentioning it in passing. I'm like, should I start watching? And I thought, no, I want to enjoy it on a big screen. I use the screen via the computer. So I use the TV via the computer. So I'm like, I'm going to start watching something on the phone. I don't care. I'm like, okay. I go on there and they have a new episode of First Dates Hotel. This is a UK show that we once stole. By we, I mean Americans, even though I'm not really an American. It's, we had, I think Ellen executive produced one season of First Dates. Let me know if you do remember this show. I think, what's her name? The cutesy girl who has her own, the name is ringing in my head. Cameron Diaz's friend. She has her own talk show now. She wears like yellow a lot. I don't know why I'm imagining her in yellow whenever I think about her. Oh my God, why do I want to say Reese Witherspoon? Obviously, it's not her. Oh, it'll come to me. I don't want to Google it now. So, I think she did the voiceover, like, what is it called? Commentary of that show, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of makes sense because now she has her own talk show and Ellen doesn't have a talk show anymore or something like that. Oh my God, what is this girl? What was that movie that Cameron Diaz, this girl, and I can't remember who else they did, Charlie's Angels. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So that show apparently didn't do so well, so they didn't even get season 2. It's doing great in the UK, Australia, I think even in New Zealand. They still have their seasons continuing. And so I was like, okay, First Dates Hotel has a new episode. Let me start watching that. I'll just pause it. But you see, now I'm already on 2 things because I'm getting ready to watch Bachelor in Paradise. But I thought, let me, in the meantime, watch First Dates Hotel. And then I thought, actually, there's this audiobook that I've been listening to. It's about to expire. I borrowed it. So it's about to be time for me to return it. Actually, there are 2 books that I'm supposed to return around the same time. I don't want to I cannot renew them because there are people waiting to borrow them from the library. So I'd have to go back in line. I was like, I need to finish those books. One of them, I am less than an hour to the end, and I listen to them at a faster speed. That's a whole other conversation. I listen to them at a faster speed, and therefore, it'll take me almost half the time. So maybe in 35, 40 minutes, I will be done with one of them. But that's not the one that's due first. The one that's due first, I'm at 60-something%, but the freaking book is about 16 hours. So what's left is still several hours. It's not going to take me, an hour. So I'm like, it's been a while since I've finished the book. I just keep on coming so close. Some of these books are long. Some of them are snooze fests. But then I invest so much time hoping to get to the point that everybody is so excited about these books, and I'm like, why is everybody recommending this book? I don't get it. And I keep listening, and then it's a matter of sunk cost, a whole nother concept, of course, again, because now I'm like, I've already done 20 something 30 something percent. Let me just finish it so I can have an add to the list of books that I've read or consumed this year. So now we're talking 2 TV shows that I'm wanting to do, and 2 books. I was like, my gosh, like I talked to my, and when I say I'm not talking about a 5-year-old, she's in her 30s. I talked to her about these books, the books, and how I'm always trying to catch up. And she said to me, but isn't reading supposed to be relaxing and leisurely, and just you taking your time and listening and taking it in, no pun intended, and enjoying it? So you chasing time and being like, oh my God, I need to finish, that takes away from the whole point. I said, I know you're right, I get it, but I feel like there's something about me, maybe my personality or something, that I have to make something like anxiety inducing. It has to be like, I have to be under pressure. I don't have to be, I don't want to be, but that's how it ends up. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to have an eBay store. And I'm just going to my bills are so many hundreds or thousands per month. So I'm just going to, so that I don't use my savings, I'm going to treat myself as if I'm on a mini retirement. And I'm just going to sell a few things, hopefully up to a certain amount, in order to cover my bills. And then that's it. That's it, right? It's easy. I have I'm very low maintenance. So it's like, this should be easy. I started. Next thing, I'm like, oh shoot, oh my gosh, I made so many tens of dollars in one day. Oh, 100, but oh my gosh, so many hundreds a week. Whoa, so many thousands. Let me see if I can. Now the next goal, changed the whole thing, the whole plan of being chill and enjoying life, whatever, being up to date with all my books and my TV shows and the movies. Oh my gosh. Nope. It just became like I would update my YouTube channel, which is Baba Brook. Everything is at Baba Brook if you're interested, if you care, when you have time, when you're not inundated with content to consume. And I would update my blog. I mean, my gosh, everything was up to date. Well, the blog wasn't super up to date yet, but I was getting there. Nope, I haven't updated my blog in a while, and I want to. Even though my said to me, again, my 5 years old, he's in his actually late 30s. He said to me, take a break from the blog, the free stuff. Let's make money. Take all your stuff that you're going to blog about, just put it in a book, and basically make me a rich bitch. That's neither here nor there. So I was just like, oh, now all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, 4 hours. Oh, it's been, okay, 8 hours. Now it's been 10, 12 hours of just working on the store. No, let's expand it. Let's do 2 stores. Let's do regular this and a store and a whatever. And now I have several platforms where I've got my stuff listed. You just look up the Lovely Brook, preferably just on Facebook and on eBay. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I've been working for 11, 10, 12 hours. I need to slow down. I'm working 12-hour days every day a week. I need to at least take the weekends off. You know what? I'm going to take Saturday, half a day, take the rest of the day to clean the house, whatever. And Sunday, I'm going to get in my car, go for a hike or whatever, out the house, go to a restaurant, just, be a normal person. I'm not somebody who goes to restaurants, though, just like by myself and go and sit there and eat. It's not beneath me, but it's just not, who cares? Like, I can cook that same food at home for less. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can go to a park somewhere and then come home and relax the rest of the day. Nope. All of a sudden I'm working. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of listings on Saturday and finish. Oh no, I'm going to do a couple of listings in the morning and a couple of listings like at night, just one or two. You know what? Let's do a couple in the morning, a couple at noon, and a couple. Before you know it, it's 7 days a week. It's like work horse. Where is my mini vacation? Obviously, I came out of retirement, mini retirement. Apparently, I came out of retirement. I've just been so busy. It got to the point where within only a few months, I've only had these stores, or this store, I like to call it a store. I've only had my store since end of May, and it's October now. June, July, August, September. It's less than 6 months. I think actually even less than 5 months. And I'm very proud of how far it's come, actually. I mean, we could, if I have a minute or two, and if you have a minute to consume more data or content, maybe I'll write a mini book of how I did all of it. Because I'm very proud and very happy with myself. And it came out of nowhere. And I'm sure I've said that before. If it's your first time here, I appreciate you stopping by. And if you made it this far, you are amazing. I appreciate you. Let me know what you think of this episode. It's kind of basically how most of my episodes are, I think, because I come with one thought and I just talk about a lot of things. It's tangents, but in my head, I believe that they're all interlinked. Let me know in the reviews as to what you think. Did you like anything about it? Did you not like anything about it? Preferably, give me, a handful of stars. Just because I asked nicely. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm on all social media at Babalabrook. And follow me there, please. Thanks. So that's it for now, folks. Hopefully the computer has started. I do need to clear this recliner. It's packed with stuff. But the fact that I've been cognizant, I don't know, I never use that word. I've been mindful to leave some space for me to sit because it makes me feel like feng shui-wise, there's, room there for movement and stuff. I didn't want it to be overcrowded, but I should actually take a photo of that recliner now with that clock right on the part where you rest your head and all these clothes and use that as my cover picture for my podcast because that's my podcast studio. Looks like the computer is back on. But yeah, like I said, I found myself working nonstop overtime. And then I thought to myself, why am I tired all the time? Like, no. Let's pace ourselves. I don't want to wear myself out. I know myself. I may not wear myself out with this job. I have way too much of a death pile, as they call it, when you have a lot of stuff piled waiting to get listed still. I have thousands of stuff listed in my store and more that's still waiting to be listed. And more that I'm in the process of buying. I've paid for some of it that I have to go and pick up. And I don't know, I need like a second house or third to put more things in. We shall see. But to wrap that part of the story up, I started timing myself. We'll do maybe a whole episode on that. Maybe one day, who knows? I don't plan these things, but to cut a long story short, like I said, it's around 2, 3 in the afternoon now, and I'm taking a break. So I'm intentionally taking breaks, intentionally setting goals, but at the same time being flexible with them. It's more important for me to make sure that I get my rest and I'm enthusiastic when it's time to work. I don't want to push myself like I'm a slave. I work for myself. And the whole point of all of this was to be working flexible hours and to not work like a slave. So for me to put myself in that position willingly by myself, it just doesn't come across as smart, and I'd like to pride myself as a smart chick. Thanks for listening, and I hope that you're not working yourself to the ground, or somebody's not working you to the ground unless you want them to, if you know what I mean. Talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Toodaloo. Again, my name is Baba Labrook, and I'm out.